Well, UK Prime Minister Liz Truss is clinging to power after a series of U-turns damaged her standing with her own party and the British public. This morning, her new finance minister, announced plans to reverse her economic stimulus plan. And Russ's critics even include President Biden, who called her now canceled tax plan, quote, a mistake. So for more on this, we want to bring in CBS News senior White House correspondent Weijia Jiang. First off, Weijia, I was not here when you came back to work, so I want to say welcome back, and it's so good to see you again. And let us dig into this. So President Biden sort of publicly criticized Liz Truss' economic plans. He was asked a question, and in that sort of Biden way, threw out this one-word answer. But I don't know if it was him being sloppy or what the deal was. But what are the implications when it comes to the relationship between the two countries?
First, Anne-Marie, it is so great to be with you. I've missed you guys, and it's a treat to be able to talk to you and see you again after a few months with my baby. But yeah, this is Biden being Biden, I think, because for so long the administration really declined to comment on the Prime Minister's economic plan. And when he was asked in this setting, he was having ice cream, he used, as you mentioned, one word, but it was a really big word. He called it a mistake. And so I think that's very telling. But he went on to say that, there are implications of this. There's worldwide inflation right now, as he mentioned. But he did want to reiterate to the American public that the dollar is strong, that he was not worried about the U.S. economy. But of course, when, a big power like Great Britain has these financial troubles, it does impact the world economy. And as you mentioned, Anne-Marie, that's precisely why she has had to walk back that plan, at least delay it for at least a year. But for the president to chime in, it is rare. But I think that, when in the moment, we've seen many times, you and I have talked about the fact that he sometimes goes off the cuff and says what he's not necessarily supposed to when it comes to official White House messaging. But, I think a lot of people also would say, the public appreciates how candid he is compared to others.
Yeah, it certainly seems as if the British public might appreciate it because there's been a reversal upon reversal. But we will leave the UK right now and take a trip over to Saudi Arabia. President Biden says that he's not going to be meeting with Saudi Arabia's crown prince at the G20 summit. What are U.S. officials saying about this decision and whether or not, that's entirely accurate?
So we just heard from National Security Advisor Jake Sullivan about this, and he said right now there are no plans for the two leaders to meet. And this is important, Anne-Marie, because the president recently said that Saudi Arabia would face consequences. He didn't lay out a timeline. He didn't say what those might be because Saudi Arabia, which leads OPEC, decided to OPEC, I should say, announced that it would slash oil production, which of course impacts the price of oil and gas around the world. And so the president was very vocal about that and said that, he would somehow show a punishment for Saudi Arabia. So the fact that Jake Sullivan now is saying that they're not going to meet face to face, I think, he even said it's because consequences, or whatever you want to call it, decisions, policy around how to deal with OPEC's decision take time, right? You can't just, do something that will immediately disturb the supply and demand. And so I think that they're being careful and they don't want to show any of their cards right now. And, there's still a lot of time. Things could change. There could be a meeting. Just as of right now, the administration says it's not on the books officially.
Such a complicated relationship with Saudi Arabia. Let's not forget the candidate Biden called on Saudi Arabia to be a pariah state. It's one thing you say when you're a candidate. It's another thing when you get the job. Weijia, thank you very much.
Thanks, Anne-Marie.